And I'm not drastically overestimating the amount of NyQuil it takes to knock me out on a cross-country flight. I like to answer questions and comments that I get on YouTube, so let's get to it. Some people feel that efficiency equals lazy. This shows that efficient equals genius. Thank you, Sean. Today we're talking about efficiency. This is a follow-up to a video I did. We're gonna talk about all the chords in one key, holiday special, just between the 5th and 7th frets. In the previous video, I was doing just kind of like cool stuff you could do in one position, but we didn't go through all the chords, which there are easy ways that you could do while not moving your hand at all, right? So this is gonna be in the official key of joy and cheer, the key of A major. Oh, I love the key of A major. This video is sponsored by Sweetwater, more specifically the Royer R10 ribbon microphone, which I have miking up my Supro cab. This is an awesome microphone. This is my go-to for all electric guitars. This is why my Strat sounds so good, mic'd up in the 4th position here. I'm going to have an affiliate link in the description if you guys are interested in getting an awesome microphone that you can use on pretty much everything. Check out the Royer because I love it on electric guitars specifically because it kind of naturally adds a little bit of that, I don't know, that ribbon mic just character to it that is renowned for guitar tones the world wide. So, 5th to the 7th fret, right? Official key of cheer and joy, A major. Now, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take all the notes in the A major scale, but we're gonna eliminate anything outside of the 5th to 7th fret range. So if you know the full major scale, you'd be like, oh, it's like this. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go 5, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. So we're actually skipping notes, but if we just use these notes to build chords, we can actually play all the main chords in the key of A, which we're also going to move into other keys. All right, so first chord is easy, A major. A couple different ways you can do this. You can play a bar chord. You can play a bar chord with the open strings on top, which I personally really like. You can maybe just take a 3-note voicing, like a triad voicing like this. 7A, 7D, 6G. But either way, that's our 1 chord, okay? Now the 2 chord in the key of A major is B minor. We're gonna play it as B minor 7. What I think is the easiest way to do it is middle finger, 7A, skip the A string, 7D, 7G. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. And again, you can go all the way down the line with this if you want. Just depending on how many notes you want, the density of this chord, what you want it to be. But this is the 2 chord in the key of A. 1, 2. Now for the 3 chord, we can go really easy like this. This is a minor chord voicing that not a lot of people, I don't really see a lot of people use this one. I've got 7 on the A string, 6 on the D string, 6 on the G string. Okay, think of this as your 3 chord. Look, this would probably be the more traditional way to play it, as like a C sharp minor, where it's 4, 6, 6. But get that 4 out of there. I told you we're not using the 4th fret. We're sticking in right here. Another interesting way to play this is use an A minor shape, and then slide it down to the 5th fret, and then put your pinky right here. So it's 7, 6, 6, 5. If you want a fuller chord voicing, an inversion right there, or just a different kind of inversion without the note on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know we're gonna go 4 major 7. You've got to go 4 major 7, but there's an actual reason I want to use this, which we'll get to in just a second. But first of all, D major 7 is the 4 chord. A, B, C sharp, D. It's the 4 chord in this key. All right, so 5, 7, 6, 7, middle 4. Now the cool thing about this is I want to take my grouping of fingers right here. I think the best way to learn keys is to learn them as groupings of chords, and then we can move them around. Everything becomes a lot easier, which we're going to see in just a second. But if I group these 3 fingers, not the non-pointer fingers, that's their team name, the non-pointer fingers. It sounds like something I would have come up with in my NyQuil high. I was tripping. I was having visualizations of music that I was not prepared for on that flight. NyQuil is a dangerous thing, guys. There's a reason they don't let people buy bulk NyQuil. Just a quick pro tip there. If I take this grouping of fingers and move it a string lower, now I can put my pointer finger here, and look at this. I got this 5 chord as a dominant 7 chord. You may have seen this chord before as a C 7. In the key of A, it would be an E7. But no, we're not done here. We can take the same turbo grouping, coming up with these terms on the fly, guys. Take the turbo group, move it down a string. And now we actually have a minor chord, which it's like, you may be like, I don't really play this as a minor chord, but I bet you play this as a minor chord. D minor chord voicing, slide it all the way down. So now my ring finger is on 7D, middle finger 6G, pinky 7B, pointer finger 5 on the high E string. Okay, so those are all 6 main chords in the key of A. We've got the 1 chord, the 2 chord, the 3 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, 6 chord, back to 1. Really easy way to go from 6 to 1 is really just to take your pointer finger off, or take your pinky off and take your pointer finger to the 5th fret to make that guy. Right? How easy was that? And that's just from this little weird kind of shell scale that we used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. How easy was that? You learned all the chords in the key of A right there in these this 2 fret span. We can do this anywhere. Let's do it in the key of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So if you know the chords in the key of C, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, we just do that. C major, D minor, 7. Then we've got E minor, which again, that inversion, learn that one, that's a good one. Or like I said, this one here, that one's kind of cool too. F major, 7, G, 7, A, minor, back home. So, super movable, very, very convenient. Probably only going to sound good if you get some gear from Sweetwater to record it, like this Roy Ribbon mic. Again, everyone talks about the 122. That's a great mic. The R10, guys, slept on. Super slept on. I've got a stereo pair of these. Acoustic guitars, pianos, drum overheads, whatever. You can even sing into them. Get some of that ribbon, that classic ribbonness into your recordings, and just run through a bunch of keys. Great exercise. G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Any key. So easy. How easy is that? You're terrible at guitar instruction. I've been playing for over 30 years, and most of your advice is just wrong. Your opinion isn't fact, and your facts are wrong. He actually followed this up with one 3 minutes after the first one. Thumbs down, misinformation, advice based on personal opinion, not fundamental truths, bad teacher, not a professional. Don't not listen to this guy. Your playing will suffer if you do. Pow, 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 X. I love a lot of these comments. They say how long they've been playing. I've been playing for 30 years, so I know this guy is lying to you. He's giving you bad advice. By the way, I've been playing for over 3 decades, and I'm watching a video titled, How Beginners Can Help Their Guitar Playing. Listen, if you've been playing for 30 years, and you're out cruising how absolute beginners can play guitar, you might not be the best guy suitable for the task of choosing a competent instructor. But hey, pow, 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 X. My man, this is truly amazing. You're an inspiration to us all, plus incredibly handsome. Oh my gosh, is this a message from the most handsome guitar YouTuber, Mike Bradley, talking about my signature Martin guitar right here? I think it is. Listen, quit flirting, Mike. You know I love you, buddy. You don't have to say it, but always happy to bring up the Martin signature. Guys, there's only a few of these left, so this is an awesome guitar. I am super stoked that this happened. I still can't believe that this happened. But if you want a sub $1,000 guitar that is just gonna look great, it's gonna have the Sean Daniel initials on the headstock with the classic tuners, and the only Martin guitar with a solid Sapele top and a cream pickguard. Guys, you gotta click that link in the description. Get yourself an R10 to mic it up, and then show Mike Bradley some love while you're at it. Cracking up at your stairs footage, I didn't realize John had such height, as I'm usually seeing him sitting on a couch and putting in my guess of 5'11", do I win the carnival prize. Every time I get recognized in public, every single time, the first thing that they always say to me is, how did you get past the restraining order? The second thing they say to me is, I did not realize you would be so tall. All right, I'm 6'1", which is like tall. It's taller than average, but it's not like freakishly tall. What kind of diminutive stature am I giving off on YouTube that literally everyone says like, oh, I didn't think you'd be so tall, but I'm not even like that tall. I mean, is it a camera angle thing? I don't know exactly what it is, but anyways, 6'1", 6'2" on my Hinge profile. What thickness of pick are you using? You know what? I mostly play with my fingers now. When I do play with the pick, I generally use whatever pick I can find. Generally, that happens to be a 0.8. I think 0.8 millimeter pick is what I've kind of settled on as a good in-between kind of thing for acoustic and electric guitars. It still has a little bit of give, so you can kind of be fluid and kind of do like a lot of cool rhythmic stuff. It doesn't have the rigidity of anything 1 millimeter and up, so it has some play with it. If I am doing lead electric stuff, I'll probably go with something a millimeter or thicker, just because it's easier to kind of do tremolo picking and pretend like I can shred just by hitting one note up and down really fast. 1 millimeter and up is like that, but I'm just a 0.8 guy. I've tried them all, but also I'm not, no pun intended, picky about it. Just whatever's around works. Don't use a quarter. People are like, oh, Brian May used a quarter. It's like, okay. Good for him. Nice. Quarters are bad. I try. Everyone tries it, you know, but I'm like, no. A guitar pick will do just fine. I like the Gator Grip ones. I'll put an affiliate link there too, because, you know, Sweetwater sells those too. Get your picks, guys. You're amazing, man. Such a good teacher. I just get it when I hear you explain it. Never ever stop being you, because it is a gift. Not really a question, just wanted to read that one. So for listening homework, I'm going to send you to what I was listening to on that cross-country flight the other day. Man, I swear, I was like, I posted this on my Instagram story too. Never tried drugs or alcohol, but I was like so dead. I needed to sleep. I'm terrible at sleeping on planes. I felt like I was getting sick. Maybe I'll just down a bunch of NyQuil. NyQuil never works for me ever. Drank a lot of NyQuil, and man, I was straight tripping on this plane. It was insane. I've never been drunk or high, but this must be what it was like. Because I was listening to this electronic music by this band called Vessel. And man, you guys let me know. Take a listen to some of this stuff. Let me know if you start seeing visualizations. But I was on that plane just like, whoa. Took me a day to recover. Like I said, there's a reason they don't let you buy NyQuil in bulk. And now I'm on that team, so if anybody has any suggestions for maybe a safer, more, you know, natural way to fall asleep on a plane, please let me know in the comments. As soon as you buy a Royer R10 microphone, the SD Martin signature guitar, and yeah, let me know if you have any other questions, because I'm going to do another QA probably later this week. So hit me with your questions, and I will talk to you guys soon.